The journey of rehabilitation is often long, slow, and exhausting, both physically and mentally for patients and therapists alike. This is particularly true with the often difficult task of selecting and applying the appropriate therapeutic tools and methods. Introducing Pablo, a modern wireless assessment and therapy device for the rehabilitation of patients with impaired motor functions that allows therapy for all phases of rehabilitation of the upper and lower extremity, as well as the trunk and head. The core components of the Pablo system are the Pablo hand sensor and the Pablo motion sensors. The hand sensor is a hand-arm therapy and assessment device all in one. It provides training for all gripping forms and traces the strength of the hand and its range of motion. The design makes it possible to measure and train a wide range of hand grips, finger pressure, and movement of the patient's arms using inertial measurement units. Pablo utilizes wireless charging and transmits data between its 3D motion sensors and a computer via Bluetooth, giving therapists access to detailed information regarding the patient's progress. Pablo's motion sensors allow for precise joint assessment unilaterally and bilaterally. Built-in games add an element of fun to a patient's rehab. Pablo's motion sensors can also be attached to a patient's lower body, allowing for strength building, body control, and functional exercises. A single Pablo set allows for the simultaneous treatment of up to 3 patients at once. Pablo's built-in games accommodate cognitive therapy for children and adults, both unilaterally and bilaterally. The multi-ball's new design supports pronation and supination training, as well as wrist extension and flexion training. Patient-based usage allows the therapist to tailor the therapy to the patient, while still measuring a high degree of movement in all axes. Pablo's mounting options and motion sensors, combined with included games, allows the therapist to provide entertaining therapy options in varying degrees of difficulty. Exact measurement of upper extremity joints makes it easier for therapists to detect and correct compensatory movements. The inertial measurement units give the therapist the option to compare differently impacted body parts and introduce the results into their therapy. Activities of daily life, such as sitting to standing, can be trained with an external focus in a more motivating way. You don't need a table full of therapy devices anymore. The Pablo system enables endless possibilities for the effective therapy and assessment of patients with impaired functions. You have the expertise, we have the tools. Tyromotion.